Okay, so here we go. So we used Gary's surfboard pump that dries out surfboards, and he's got his homemade little reservoir here. We had to detach the tube that you guys are familiar with here with the nipple on there. And then what we would do is when it would get up full and fill this up, we filled this all the way up, I would crimp this off here, and then we would take this off right here and we put that in a bottle of water. And then I'd uncrimp this and let water back in the system. That way we did not get water back into this, or air back into the system. Ideally, guys, if you have a 3-foot one of these, it would serve you better, believe it or not. But anyhow, we've got the car jacked up. I jack it up from the midpoint under here and I put a rag. Okay, we got the parking brake on and the blocks under the tires. And this is on an incline to begin with. I don't know. Let me get back here so you can see reference point. Yeah, so we're on like a 10-degree incline to begin with, and then we jacked it up even further. So I would say that car's at least at 20 degrees. Will you? You got a degree finder on your... Because anyway, guys, what this is all coming down to, he's going to get us that is, look how much air we have in our system here. You're going to be impressed. We have one tiny bubble instead of two. So here's where the other bubble should be. There's not. There's where the bubble is, and it's a tiny bubble. It's about the size.
10 degrees on this rocker.
You're at what?
10 degrees on the rocker.
Okay, so we're at 10 degrees on that rocker. What about when you get underneath the car, Gary, to the metal? There's metal plating under there? Just...
On the bottom of the floorboard, you're still 10 degrees.
Okay. So see, guys, it's hard to get these cars tilted. Everybody on the forum is making fun of me saying you can't get these things, you know, if you get on flat ground and you start tilting this thing this much, the exhaust is going to hit eventually. So anyhow,
let's see what the engine does.
What's that? Now the engine's different because
that's only at 4 degrees.
Right, so you got to understand the supercharger bricks right here are only at 4 degrees when you tilt the car 10 degrees. Because the supercharger has a natural tilt to it for the bricks. Yeah. So that's why you have to lift the car so much. And even there, I can guarantee that there's still air in this system because the bricks sit higher than where the fluid exits back out. Right here where the fluid has to go under, that's a catch. So there is still air in these bricks, but hopefully that gets vaporized, and I'll bleed it again later. But I'm really happy. I'm really thankful that Gary helped me out. So anyhow, I told Gary he's going to be famous on Corvette forum because that's the tiniest bubble I've ever seen. But except for the guys who have the bleeders installed in the tank, some of the guys have a custom bleeder on top of the tank, Gary, that they just drilled in there. Oh shit! Your pump. All right. Being a klutz. All right. So anyway, end of the video.